Hello, everybody. I am recording what might be, probably not, but, here's another episode of SpookY2K. At the time that I'm recording this, it is June 13th. The other day I just turned 37, so that's pretty neat, I guess. So, is my avatar taking up too much of the side? You could just, specify in the comments if you want. But yeah. And also, I'm probably not going to be doing any streaming for a while because, let's try to find the last... This is where I left off. But, during the week that I recorded this, a family figure of mine, a father figure, so someone I mentioned that was really close to me passed away, and I won't be able to make it to the funeral, but I will have my mom read a eulogy I will write, and I'm just probably gonna be taking some time to mourn. I will be probably recording some things. My birthday was also supposed to be my Twitch affiliate anniversary, but again, due to the circumstances, I'll probably have a belated birthday and affiliate anniversary stream on Sunday the 21st, so keep an eye out for that. But anyway, let's get on to the game. I don't know if this will be the last episode of SpookY2K. I doubt it will be. It was this was where I left off, I think. I'm going to ask Ricky to stay. I'm going to do Ricky's route first. Before speaking, you consider how Ricky's been acting for a moment. He's had this weird energy around you, as though he suspects you of something, but never outright saying it. Perhaps it'll be better to match Ricky's vibe, and see if that might help loosen him up. Who knows, maybe he'll tell you something you don't know, since apparently he knows so much. I'm thinking that on my belated birthday affiliate anniversary thing, I could have a little bit of Smash Bros, a little bit of Among Us, which is a game I've kind of always wanted to play, but I just kind of need to... I never really found a good crowd to play it with, but I'm hoping I could do it with my community. So yeah, and I'm wondering what else. Oh yeah, I also got a game called My Singing Monster. No, not My Singing Monsters. It's My Voice Zoo. My Singing Monsters is something else entirely. My bad. It's more of a kids thing. But I also got a couple gifts of Cooking Simulator, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Submerged. I might do streams or recordings of those, depending. But they look like a lot of fun. How can I help you? Seems like you're doing fine to me now. Or did you mean... For a split second, panic flashes across his face. What's up? What exactly is wrong? Yet another suspicious reaction. Does he know that something is wrong with you? If Ricky knows something about your time loop circumstances, about why you're here, maybe implying something about your memory without being too obvious would be a good place to start. Much like with V, you tried to explain it without sounding like a complete nut job. Oh, I was trying to scratch my back and my arms did a funny. After much deliberation, you say... Let me do a big brain think. I'm just gonna say this. My brain is a hobo squatting in this body. He looks at you completely dumbfounded thanks to your profound words. It feels as though it's not mine. There are things here I don't really understand. And that, at any moment, I may be a victim before I argue for squatters' rights. You get what I'm saying? Not at all. My brain feels incomplete, and because of that, it's having trouble doing what a brain does. I mean, I passed out in the bathroom earlier and woke up confused and lost. Can you imagine how startling that is? Yeah, I guess I can. I think you could have found some other way to say all this, though. I felt like being poetic. I'm sorry, I had no idea it was that bad. You're kind of going through it then, huh? That's probably the mildest way to put it. And you've just been enduring this the whole time? You nod again. Well, I guess that explains certain things. Now I just feel bad. I hope you'll get better by the end of the night. It wouldn't do us any good if you had to deal with this issue for the rest of the party. You can feel it, something changing. Like you've knocked Ricky off his game a little. Though you're still not quite sure why he's been acting so weird about you. Is this genuine concern or something else? You see, I know a little bit of head injuries because of sports. Usually concussions can leave you feeling dazed and disoriented. Of course, you usually need a pretty bad jolt to your head to get one, but it's not exactly impossible. You do remember the small specks of blood that were on the back of your head. Maybe you hit your head at some point during your time travel, or immediately when arriving here. Shifting through space-time might make for a bumpy ride. I should know, I've been playing 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim on my own time. Please no spoilers, but I have been having my mind blown at almost every twist and turn so far, and I can't wait to see how it ends. It's good to play a game for your own enjoyment. You'd probably best just take it easy for the rest of the night. No drinking alcohol, for sure. Nothing strenuous. You don't need to be putting any more stress on your head. So much for that, considering you know of B's murder plan. Nothing else is wrong, right? No nausea, no muscle pains. God, why am I so itchy? Don't have any other injuries that you failed to notice till now. Just a head. If that's the case, it's probably best not to bring up your potential concussion to the others, at least for now. Gonna need a sneeze for a sec. Alright. Having the others worry when we're trying to party is, well, it'll ruin the vibe. Even though we're all here to have a good time, would that really be bad for the mood? Then again, it's also in your best interest to keep your circumstances a secret from everyone else, since there's no telling what kind of chaos would break out. This feels like one of your first loops, after all. Experimental strategies that can wait until later. Anyway, I'll just keep a close eye on you to make sure you don't collapse out of nowhere. Oh yeah, for sure. Not that I've ever had a concussion. I was never a sports person. I was always more of a problem-solving, tech. I had this really weird relationship with math. Sometimes I feel like I should give my old math tutor a call, see how he's doing. Do concussions carry over in time loops? Oh no! Or does your brain heal between each iteration? Interesting. There, Ricky spots Milo mulling over what looks to be a collection of movies on your television. Lingo grab something. Lingo grab my phone. Oh, huh? It actually showed me like standing up and turning around. That's kind of neat, actually. My God, you looking so stressed. There you are. I was wondering where you went off to. She and I were just having a little chat. But we end up watching later tonight, and no, I don't even want to think about it. Let's have some real fun. Who's up for shots? Couldn't wait to bring some more life to the party, eh? What's a party without drinks? It's a perfect feel for stories, scandals, and... Give me another word that starts with S. Snoring after you drink so much you pass out. That just means you had a great night. It came tonight that all the parties I've gone to with you have been fun. Must be a correlation. Hard not to have fun when you're around. Milo grins as he set down the glasses on the table. It's true, I really am the person who brings color to an otherwise monochrome life. Don't think your flattery's gonna get you out of taking shots, though. With what drinks? The usual stuff. Vodka, tequila, whiskey, unless you got a taste of something special. Do you mind if I pour the drinks? In the meantime, you can go and gather everyone else. I'll go fetch the others, maybe we can get this party going into high gear. Meanwhile, Ricky does start pouring drinks, including one that's just bottled water. This one will be for you. Obviously, you can't be drinking in your state. But that's the best thing about water. It looks the same as vodka. Thanks for looking out for me. Of course, it's the least I could do. Just make sure Milo doesn't find out or he will throw a tantrum. You shrug. Why you didn't drink anything since waking up in the bathroom? You don't exactly remember what the old Jew's stance on alcohol consumption was. Well, we best better keep the water secret for your sake. No, you're still not fully sure how to feel about it. You on drink duty tonight, Ricky? Right, you got a little sidetracked from the murder plan thing. It's a matter of time before you started calling people to get drunk. Yeah, that's true. Mind if I steal her away for a sec? I don't, but Milo will. He's probably gonna get upset if you two end up leaving right after he rounds up the others. Might as well just stay. I don't think it'll take that long. Right, that makes sense. No problem. Not like there's any rush. You suspect that there is a rush, as she's very much worried about how to execute a murder when everyone's gathered together. Doesn't exactly make things easier. There'll be plenty of time for you to chat later. Speaking of, what kind of shot do you want? Yeah, glad you remembered. I like to think there's more to friendship than drink choices. Sure, but it pays to be attentive, don't you think? Yep. There's a quiet look of sadness on B's face as she ponders the question. Right, it basically shows you weren't listening to me much. It's the small things that matter in life. His smile is genuine and chipper and seems to be the most attentive of the group, for better or for worse. Doesn't surprise you that he knows everyone's favorite drinks and probably favorite foods, too. It's at least if they've all been friends for a long time. I have to hand it to them. Milo and Mina always know how to get the high quality stuff. Well, they are rich. They can afford whatever they want. Yeah, I suppose Mina's always been a bit of a snob. Guess that just comes with having a silver spoon for your whole life. And I don't think that's a fair way to put it. If anything, she's spending on the best of the best just so we can all have a good time. I mean, she hates whiskey. Pretty sure she got this specifically for you. That's a generous way to look at it. You're right, I shouldn't have said that. Oof. You feel an odd tension in the air. Speaking of, where's Mina? Wasn't Milo supposed to have brought the others here already? Oh no, she spills it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I didn't think anyone else could stumble to their own feet like that aside from Nanu. You see Vervain, Milo, and Nanu gathered together. I'm usually more careful when I have drinks in my hand. Debatable. Of course you had to show up now of all times. It's no problem, B. I won't think any less of you for taking a stumble. Yeah, don't even worry about it. It's just a drink. What's that old saying? No use crying over spilt rum, it's spilt milk. People cried over spilling milk, but it's so basic, anyone can get milk. The saying doesn't make sense this way. The process of... Oh, wow, I did not need to know all that. Wow, okay. I did not know that, and now? Well, okay. Regardless, I'll go and help her get cleaned up. Wait a sec. It just hits you that this was all a ploy to get you alone with her. How clever. I can take care of it. No, I insist. I made the mess. I'll clean it up. I'm used to clean out stains. Blood, grass, dirt, sweat. You just keep on partying. You can make it up to me by guarding my glass till I get back. Thanks, you're a lifesaver, Ricky. With you around, it's kind of like nothing can end badly for anyone. You have an inkling that she's trying to signal something very important to you. Do I detect sarcasm? You can detect sarcasm? I think she's just being nice. But B, you're flattering me. I just like helping however I can. Milo, where do you keep your detergent at? Well, all our cleaning supplies are upstairs, but our parents don't want you sniffing around up there. Oh, but I think we might have some in the bathrooms. Maybe under the sink? Oh, under the sink is where that disguise she mentioned it. Though I think it's in the guest bathroom. It shouldn't take us long. We'll be back in. What the heck are you guys doing? Oh dear. She scans the table, the drinks, the group, and her eyes fall on B. I thought you said you were too busy to be joining us for drinks. I was, and I still am busy. I just need a hand with something. B, come with me. Right now? Yes, right now. Unless you have something else more important than giving me some help. No, it's not that. It's just... Can we do this some other time? Oh yeah, she's definitely trying to call off the murder. Things have probably deviated too far for a script by now. Some part of you feels relief. There's no need to be a part of anyone's death anymore. But then another part of you wonders, what you're supposed to do next. Don't you have to kill Mina to stop the loop? Does this mean this is already a failed attempt and you have to wait it out again to try again in the next one? You suppose that this is just part of the deal when you're stuck in an interdimensional anomaly. At least let B take a sip of her drink. But she spilled it already. There's no drink for her to sip. Oh my god. I'd rather just drink from a cup. You can pour yourself a drink afterwards. She gives in, marching behind Mina as they head back to the kitchen. Can we drink now? By all means, make the toast. Great, here's to another year of fantastic friendships, good health, impressive inventions, and the strength to pursue each of our goals. We're going to be entering in a new era. This is a long toast. You just don't understand showmanship. Whatever, eat, drink, be happy, and all that. Cheers. Whew, that hit the spot. It was up for another. Your drinking pace is terrible. You're terrible. The booze has already gone to his brain. I always figured you were lightweight. Explains your wild behavior in college. I'm not a lightweight, and most of the stories were wildly exaggerated. Name one. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Then he pats his shoulder and tilts his head towards the hallway. Well, you three have fun. We'll be right back. But you're missing the most important and fun part. Then make sure you save it for when we get back. Well, I suppose I could talk about the time I got stranded on a roof and had no choice but to make out with a statue. No choice? Didn't you say it was the most handsome creation you ever seen? I thought I was gonna die up there. Ricky's already dragging you away. We're just gonna get you cleaned up and then you'll be right back out there. Let me go save. Sayings like that can be annoying to get out if you let them set. It's not like I spilled acid on myself. That's a horrifying thought. Ricky's been diligent to ensure you're well taken care of up to this point. A guy that's always trying to help and uplift others, with one hell of an intuition. You get the feeling you're not getting rid of him anytime soon. And there we go, bathroom time. Anyways, just need some detergent. He is seriously committed to helping you save your shirt. It's almost ridiculous seeing him like this. You're like a mom. You're being so nice and taking care of me, so that's the image I get of you. You know, most athletes would hate to hear that kind of thing. Luckily for you, I'll take it as a compliment. Though I prefer to be called a team player rather than a mom. Don't want people thinking I'm the mother hen of this group or something. That description would fit him like a glove, though. Bottle in hand, he steps outside again. Alright, usually you could just dab a bit of detergent on the stain and then the lights go out. Wait, wasn't this one aspect of B's plan, but you thought she was dropping hints that she was calling it off? Does she expect you to continue with your part of it, despite Ricky sticking to you like glue? Or maybe she's gonna try and do the murder all on her own. That'd be risky. No questions, no comments, no panic. Which is odd, considering the lights just went out. You know what's going on here, don't you? Uh-oh! He just cut right to the heart of the matter. Hey man, I'm in the dark about this, just like you. I hate that your stupid pun actually made me laugh. But I'm serious. So am I. I really don't know what's going on. You're in the clear for now. Well, then let's find out what's going on. Maybe the power just got overloaded or something. Milo and Mina would know best. Hey, anyone know what's going on? Instead, he's greeted by a blur of purple speeding right past him. Yeah, that was Milo. That was Milo. This is Milo's room, so that blur was... Doesn't take a genius to put 2 and 2 together. Milo, why were you running like a bat out of hell? Don't hurt me, please! He's... his butt and legs poking out from underneath. Hurt you? Dude, it's just me, Ricky. What's got you so freaked out? You're not scared of the dark, are you? What? Who cares about the lights? It's a much bigger problem. There's some intruder with a freaking mask out there. There is? That doesn't make any sense. You don't know how or why B would still pull the trigger on the murder plan. Was she even more determined to see the suit than you initially thought? Perhaps as her apparent best friend, it would be a good idea to try and stop her. That could spiral out of control. Milo, are you sure you saw something like that? Or did you just have too many shots? I know what I saw, and I only had like 3 more afterwards. When I got close, I saw that masked freak in the halls. The creepiest burglar I've seen. Are you saying someone took a boat all the way over here? I bet if we looked outside, we find some kind of speedboat parked on the sands. Fine, fine. Were you alone when you tried to turn the power back on? But, ugh. As soon as I saw the burglar, I froze and ran away. Just wanted to hide until things settled down. You're strong, Ricky. You could, like, judo chop anyone that meant to do me harm. You don't use chops in judo. Just tuck your head into bed and try not to make a fuss. If what you're saying is true, then the others are out there in the dark with some weird masked person. They're more danger than you are. Right, I guess that makes sense. And you probably don't want to go out there and look for them, right? So I might as well leave it to us. You're an us now? When you put it that way, sure, that sounds fair enough. I'll just stay here and be safe. You go do that, Milo. I believe in you. What in the world is going on here? Yeah. Still, I guess I can't dismiss the possibility completely. You seriously don't have anything to do with this? Oh no. Technically you don't. You're so sure she had called it off. Did she expect you to slip away from Ricky and continue with it anyway? The fact of the matter is that you need more information. Something to get him to trust you. Thus you say. I just noticed that they have different little designs. I'm scared. For once the suspicious glare softens. You didn't consider your fear in all this. Sorry, just getting jumpy. Didn't mean to corner you like that. Look, if there actually is something dangerous out there and you really have nothing to do with it, then I'll keep you safe. Promise. Is this a kind of peace offering? You might not know much about Ricky, but something deep within you knows that you can trust his word on this. And if you're serious about not knowing anything, and about not being involved with anything bad, then I apologize for being a huge a-hole earlier. You didn't deserve that. I'll make it up to you somehow, I swear. Well, he wasn't that much of a jerk. He was just being a bit suspicious of you, and rightfully so. If we're both clueless as to what's going on, then we really ought to work together and make sure nothing bad happens. Agreed. At least nobody actually saw that. He feels shared sense of duty with Ricky. More than anything, you just both want everyone to make it out of this party okay. United on that goal, your attention turns back to the dark hallway. Nanu, Vervain, Mina, B, any of you guys out there? He calls out into the darkness rather loudly. We're in the bathroom. We? Are the others just huddled up in the bathroom with you? Weird place to go together, but I guess it's not the worst place in the world. Feels like ages ago you're out of your mind and confused. Okay, you're still out of your mind and confused, but you're doing better now. The ladder's keeping a vigilant eye. Oh, there are 2 bathroom exits? What kind of bathroom has 2 exits? No B and no Mina. We have quite different silhouettes. Are you looking for them? Shouldn't you be more worried about Milo? We heard him scream not too long ago. Yeah, he's fine. Just got spooked a little. We found him hunkered underneath his bed. That does sound like him. He's often scared of his own shadow. No, he isn't. You're exaggerating. He would be if he gave his shadow a tail and devil horns. What? I think that would scare me too. Strange things. I just need to know what's going on. Well, when the power went out, Milo said he'd go and check the power box. I, not wanting Nanu to trip, fall, and break things, escorted her out here to the bathroom. No, I don't want to restart now. Why was my updater nagging me about that? I don't know. But you did trip and fall a few times on the way over here. Because you insisted I wouldn't hold you. After that, we heard Milo yelp out in terror, and we've just been here ever since. There is something out here. Not a bad place to sit and hide, all things considered. Food will be an issue later on, but they're not going to stay here for multiple days. So you two haven't seen anything since the power went out. No, we could really only make out vague shapes like furniture. We haven't seen the others since Mina dragged Bee into the kitchen earlier. I'm guessing they're still there, or maybe they went to Mina's room? Probably a safe enough place to be while the power's out, and they would be nearby. Wouldn't Mina have turned the power on herself? Maybe she thought Milo would take care of it. Even after hearing that wild scream, she would have known not to rely on him at that point, or be worried about him. Why did he scream? He seemed nervous, but mostly fine when he left us earlier. What scared him so much? He told us that he saw some intruder with a mask when he was heading towards the power box. Good thing we aren't here. He said the line. The Scooby-Doo line. But that's what he said he saw. Were they like trying to hurt him? Are we in danger? No, you'll all be okay. Guaranteed. He's right, I'm here after all. Is that supposed to impress me? And here we'd be able to run out quickly and avoid getting trapped. Or at least I could ambush them. Guys, now's not the time to be arguing. Just stay put for now. I'm gonna check around and make sure that there isn't anyone dangerous here. Agree, it's likely just Milo seeing things in the dark. I really hope that's the case. Still pretty audible to everyone. Aw, Ricky, don't tell me. You jealous of Bee? What? Where did that come from? You're one of Mina's childhood friends too, right? Suppose Bee's been closer to Mina over the years than you've been. Oh, that's used to you. It's no wonder Ricky's protective of Mina. You ever considered that Mina has people who care about her who would grieve her death? Jealousy is natural, I think. I'm not jealous. Don't read too much into it. I want them all to be safe. Of course. There's no shame in it. Whatever. Just stay put for now. If you see someone suspicious, just call out. The teasing wasn't that intense, but it still seems to have affected him. I figured the best thing to ask is, did you two date? What? No, we didn't date. We never dated. Unless you mean, like, play dates. For kids, we had those, but, like, we've never had a romantic relationship ever. At least you got some confirmation. Just let me explain. I've known Mina since I was a little kid, like kindergarten. So did Bee, but she moved away when we were around 6 or 7. Oh no! 6, 7! Sorry, forgive me for that. Don't tell anyone this, but Mina actually used to be a really shy kid. What? Mina? Shy? You can't imagine the haughty, confident, pink-obsessed woman ever being shy. It's also a lot nicer. I mean, she's still nice in her own way. I guess I'd say she was more traditionally nice. Just imagine Mina as a cute, nice, shy little girl. At this point, you're imagining a completely different person, how people change. If you could believe it, I was a bit of a shy kid myself. Not all that outgoing, liked doing things alone, was afraid of getting picked on by the bigger kids. But because of that, it was really easy for me and Mina to get along. We were the two loners who would sit together while everyone else was playing games. Eventually, she started encouraging me to play with the others because she thought I was strong and really fast. I didn't want to do it at first. I was scared of looking dumb in front of the other kids. But Mina was stubborn, relentless even. She'd keep on saying I'd be good at whatever I put my mind to. Whether it was soccer, baseball, basketball, hockey. Eventually, I gave in, ended up getting involved in sports, and, well, she was right. I was good at it, especially team sports. It felt great, like I had found a calling of sorts. All thanks to a little push from Mina. Sounded like it was more like a happy shove. And just to be clear, I've never had romantic feelings for Mina because of this. For as close as we were and as cute as she may be, I never really saw her in that kind of way. I felt more like admiration, appreciation. She's the reason I am who I am now. Only issue is that I've never really been able to repay the favor. She's been so encouraging and accepting of me, and yet with all my new hobbies, I lost sight of her for a couple years, and by the time I noticed, she changed. You're probably wondering how a sweet, shy girl turns into someone that's a bit more, how do I put this? Bit of a mean girl? You know, like from that movie? Oh, yeah, right. I'm not sure what movie you're talking about. That movie didn't exist until the mid-2000s. Only have to wait a few more years for it to come out. As she got older, people were less interested in Mina the person, and more interested in Mina, the daughter of a rich family, someone they could get favors, funds, and influence out of. Her kindness was taken advantage of time and time again until her trust in others completely faded away. So she ended up becoming more jaded, trusting only a small circle of people that proved themselves to her. Thankfully, I was one of those people, and so was B after everything that happened. But I always thought I could have done more for her. Done more to keep people from taking advantage of her or manipulating her. She wouldn't feel the need to put up such high walls, you know? It's why I've been maybe a bit paranoid about what she might be doing tonight. If B was planning on doing something terrible to Mina, it'd probably shatter what trust she had left in people. And I just couldn't let something like that happen. To be fair, his gut is right. He had every reason to be wary of B and you, and he successfully interfered with her plan. At least you think so. You're still not sure if she's completely called off the murder. If your assumption was wrong, then Mina's life would be in danger. It's possible she's already dead and B made a clean getaway. Or that B made a huge mess without your help and will be caught very soon. You wouldn't want this, not for her or for Ricky. Now that you know just how much he cares about Mina, you still feel bad for still keeping all this to yourself. And you start to wonder if killing her is truly the right thing to do. Should you tell him? Should you help him stop B? If B did call off, B would hate your guts if you ratted her out like this. But if he really gets mad for duping him all this time... Ricky's already opened up. Oh, I guess we don't get a choice yet. Mina, B, you in here? Whoops, this is Mina's room. We're meant to hide here and ambush Mina in order to restrain her. You can be certain B's original plan has been scrapped. He's not going to be out at the beach at this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country. No, I'm not making a steamed ham joke. If that's what you were hoping for. No clue or evidence in there either. What are you looking for? Don't tell me you thought they weren't there. I do appreciate the fact that you're checking every nook and cranny. I'll be happy about any clues right now. Guess I should be just as thorough too, huh? Let me save. There's no Mina. However you poked on forehead by Ricky. Wow, a little slow there, detective. He's really quick. How did he move that fast? I probably should be taking this more seriously, but it doesn't seem like anyone's in serious danger. They haven't run to a supposed masked person. Almost makes you wonder if Milo really did just hallucinate something in the dark. At least then I wouldn't have to worry about anyone. Whether it's some drama on a sports team or the dynamics of our eccentric friend group. Mina probably won't be happy that I messed up her bed, but whatever. I just want a break for once. You may not be a fellow amnesiac stuck in a time loop, but you know all too well what it's like to deal with so much uncertainty. The nagging urge to fix a mess you don't even fully understand. It takes a lot out of you, so you find yourself agreeing. After all this, you deserve a break. But it's not over yet. It's too soon to decide if it's time to relax. Rather than giving him an illusion, you feel like Ricky deserves the truth. It's your duty to act. Even if it's just in this one singular timeline, you don't want her to make this kind of take. What's up? How should I put this? People normally say that before they drop bomb on someone. Fine, what is it? Strip it off like a bandage. May have been right about B and I being involved in a plan that led to Mina's death. Terror, rage, vindication, betrayal, sadness. I knew it. I just... F! But instead he pushes himself off you. There's no reason to bash you about this. Best guess it's better late than never. I got tongue-tied. Where's Mina supposed to get attacked? So Mina was supposed to be redirected here and B was supposed to come in later? That's good. That means you probably won't strike it till later. We can intercept Mina now. We're quick to follow behind him. And there you see it. You can make out multiple cuts and deep red splotches across Mina's stomach. Yep. You were too late. But is this B or someone else? Mina! He grabs their wrist and twists it around, getting them to release her grip on the weapon. Wait, Ricky, hold on! Ricky overpowers them and pins them to the floor while keeping their hands held behind their back. Ricky, will you stop? It's fine, I got it under control. No, you... With the mask. Yep. You know, all that surprise to see B's defeated face pressed against the For F's sake, Ricky, what is your problem? Get off of her! You okay, honey? Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little surprise is all. Ricky sure knows how to manhandle people. Oh my god, genius. It's not real blood. I'm fine. So she's not hurt? Well, that's a relief at least. Though now I have to deal with a very irate Mina. Luckily for you, her anger isn't pointed in your direction. For now. Ugh, you've ruined everything. I had a whole plan set up. Do you know how much work I did to make sure this would be a fun surprise? And now it's been thrown out the window because you just had to jump in and... Wait, I can explain. I think it was fair for him to jump in. If I saw some creepy person with a knife attacking you, I'd also jump in to protect you. It's not like he, knew exactly what we had planned. No, I didn't tell anyone, but it's just... Let me be angry about it, okay? Well, no. I don't want to hear... Whoa! You're not going to talk your way out of this one, B. Oh, it's getting intense. What are you doing? I just told you this wasn't real. Stop treating her like some psycho assassin that wanted to... But she was going to... Another flash of surprise mixed with anger. Oh. What are you talking about? I did this to myself. I gave B the knife to B so she'll run around a bit. No, you're the one who doesn't get it. B was gonna actually murder you. Okay, just stop. I don't even know where we got this crazy idea. But B would never do something like that, even as a joke. I'm the one who came up with this plan in the first place. I think I know if I was gonna end up dead at the end of it. I don't know if B simply changed her plan, but will you just shut the hell up? Oh, wow. I don't know what got into your head that made you so damn paranoid, but I'm fine. Right, I just want to protect you, keep you safe, you know? I wouldn't know what to do with myself if something happened to you, even though I could have stopped it. I can take care of myself. I don't need a bodyguard. Sheesh, with how paranoid you are, you're giving Milo a run for his money. Oof, whatever. I guess there's no choice in trying to go with the fake murder prank. I'm gonna go turn the lights on. I'm gonna just change to something less sticky. There's an eerily awkward silence. Well then, excuse me. Sore feelings all around. Nothing, like a spark that failed tonight. Well, guess it could have gone worse. There could have been an actual corpse to deal with. This uncomfortable dread still is unpleasant. The night won't end simply due to a couple strained relationships. Eventually, Mina stays true to her word. Though for eyes reasons, the mood is slightly dour. The other three are blissfully unaware of the uncomfortable situation you found yourself in prior. As of now, Mina had put on an old movie tape, where you suppose that it's a modern tape from everyone's perspective. Mina explained just a screwed up prank. At least this way made the silence less awkward. Ricky stands up from the couch. Not feeling too well. I think I need some fresh air. Did you have too much to drink? Maybe. I just need a moment. Please keep watching without me. TB shooting you just as menacing a glare. I don't feel comfortable here. Thus, you stand up and also excuse yourself. Did you put something toxic in this drink, Smilo? No! Yeah, but it's a fun poison in moderation. Bruh. Ricky's eyes are set towards the ocean, and his eyes glance towards you. Not feeling too good either? Yeah, don't exactly feel welcome right now. I should be so pissed off at you right now. Coming here, conspiring to kill my friend, and lying my face multiple times when I knew that something was up. Then admitting to it, but only after it apparently was called off, and having me get chewed out by Mina. I could go on, but all these reasons should have me wanting to toss you off this balcony. Well, maybe if that happened, there would be a real murder tonight. Maybe this whole drama would have been worth it. Actually, that brings up a good question. Right? Fortunately, you don't have to worry about that. I just can't bring myself to feel that way. I mean, I know why. It's like your heart wasn't even in it. You don't actually hate Mina, and you don't care that much about covering for B either. Did you just get roped up into something because you never realized you could say no? Or was B like blackmailing you? I don't think so. You don't think so? Either you were or you weren't. I guess your head's still fuzzy. About why you would ever agree to help B kill someone. If only you knew that, then maybe you could figure out a way to end the loop without Mina having to die. Nope, nothing. Still a roadblock in your mind that refuses to open up. With the supposed murder plan gone awry, this loop is pretty much a dead end anyway. So if you got nothing to lose, you might as well set the record straight. It doesn't matter anymore. The truth is, I have amnesia. Plain, simple, and to the point. Sure, what a convenient time to suddenly forget everything. I don't really remember anything before the party. I just woke up in the bathroom. No memory of anything. Yeah. Genuinely, there's just a void. Nothing else before that. Maybe if I could have recalled my memories better, things wouldn't have ended up like this, but the time loop seems to have put you in a pretty bad spot. You aren't shitting me? You have no memory of anything before you woke up in the bathroom. And you really had no clue about B's plan? That's a good point. It's possible you had a heavy hand in determining how the murder plan was meant to go. It wouldn't be fair to put the blame, all of it, on B. What if it was your own idea? But with your past so clouded, you can't know for sure. My main focus was trying to get to know you all and figuring out where I am. You leave out the time travel part deliberately for now. I had no idea I was here to kill someone until B confided in me. See Mina nuzzle up close to B. She doesn't seem all that reciprocal to the affection. This is ridiculous if true. I do know that B had some reason to carry a bit of a grudge. I don't know if she moved past it or just swallowed it down like toxic sludge. Guess that it fermented and got worse with time. I'm sure she's not happy knowing that her partner ratted her out, even if no one else believes she had any kind of plan. I really shouldn't. Things aren't going to get better if she's allowed to stew in her anger and resentment. She might just be a ticking time bomb. Oh dear. Sorry, I know it's not funny, though no promises that she won't tear you apart like an actual werewolf. Verbally speaking, of course. Being torn apart physically would be fair. Oh, probably. I just need to make sure I'm getting the full picture here. Some closure that makes the sense. Why do we have to watch that? I had nightmares watching that once. Now I'm gonna get them again. Just beat them up while you're sleeping. I'm not a lucid dreamer. Stop being such a baby. Monsters aren't real. That doesn't make them less scary. Hey, so I take it the movie's over? I want to do something else. Anything other than watch another horror movie. I'll even let Mina beat my ass in video games. We could play something cooperative. Do we have anything like that, Mina? Most of the games we have for today are competitive. And there probably isn't enough room for all of us to play at once, right? Only 4 controllers, so yeah. Then we'll sit things out. Maybe, could we talk? There's something we want to show you. You better not. It's nothing serious, I promise. We just want to make up for messing things up earlier. I think I did hear some commotion when it was dark, but I couldn't make it out. Perhaps a lover's quarrel. Ugh, not a chance. But if I want to go and apologize to her in private, fine. I just expect the same deal later. Of course, of course. You okay with that, Bea? Sure. Her voice is cold, as if though she's just doing this out of obligation, doesn't care for what she might have to say. Can we use your room, Mina? Just don't, make a mess or anything. Really is a lover's quarrel, then. Why is that? What's your mind? He's going back to. Wow, awkward silence. Your sleepiness when Bea dragged you here before feels like an ancient memory. If you're gonna try to pry some kind of confession out of me, I don't have anything to say. We're not gonna try and force anything out of you. Yeah. Just hear me out. Because I can tell you're pretty mad at her. Well, wouldn't anyone be mad if your best friend accused you of wanting to kill someone? Not exactly someone you can brush off easily. But I don't think Ria admitted that just because I kept pressuring her about it. I think she cared for your well-being, didn't want you to get in trouble. Really? Let me just get this straight. Let's say for a moment that you're right, that I had some plan schemed up, and that I told her about it. If she didn't think that it was a good idea, why wouldn't she just tell me then and there? Why wait? Why sell me out? Sounds like she just wanted to save her own skin. Just think about what would work on her, but didn't consider what it would mean for me. Not just anger, but a sorrow hidden behind the rage. You can see her fighting hard to keep from tearing up. I think she just didn't want you to throw your life away. It's easy to look at it as a betrayal of trust, but sometimes we have to make soft decisions to help the people we care about. Sure, she could have just went along with it, but what would that have led to? Maybe nothing, but what if not? In her mind, you would become straight to a killer, either going straight to prison or becoming someone who will lose their treasured friends, always on the run. Maybe you thought of that. Maybe you considered a potential life to live, but I'm pretty sure she didn't want that life for you. I didn't ask for any of that. You didn't, but that's what good friends do for one another. Things that they don't ask for. The tough, honest truth. The unyielding and uncomfortable support. That's what a real friend is. You're only saying this because you want to keep Mina safe. You're always taking her side. How come you never challenged Mina to do the right thing, to be better? Where's this coming from? You're right. I haven't been a good friend. As much as I'm a team player, I've never been good at actually resolving problems. I just do what I can to keep the group together, even if it comes at the cost of other people's feelings. I always thought that if I could just placate everyone, keep things calm and happy, things would turn out okay. But in reality, it was just that I was afraid of the conflict, afraid of people disliking me, of being shunned and hated, of being alone with no one to support me. That doesn't mean I shouldn't call things out immediately when I see them. But what did Mina do to Bea? That's what I want to know. What did she do? They want you to live with regret. Guilt, shame, and sorrow. You have to live with something you could never take back. That's too heavy a burden to let you put on yourself. That wasn't your choice to make. I'm not a child. I can make my own decisions and live with the consequences. Moreover, if you really thought I was being reckless, that I might ruin my life, why didn't you just tell me before? I would have listened. Well, it wasn't about betraying her, not fully. About the pressure of other eyes on her. Ricky, do you mind stepping outside? Oh, sure. B, as you know, my head isn't all there right now. So when you first explained all this to me, it just seemed right. I didn't consider to argue back, and later on I obviously would have wanted to sort this out with you, but Ricky was following me. It was dark, I didn't know where you were. Probably time to move on from making excuses. But you're right, the old me should have told you this was a bad idea. I still don't know why I allowed things to get so bad. Why I locked you up. I backed you up, I misread. In potentially throwing it all away. But you deserve better from me. From both of the me's. I should have voiced my doubts sooner and stronger. For that, I really am sorry. She relaxes, her shoulders fall. Well, maybe still a little bit of frustration, but it's more cute and less threatening now. Fine, I get it. I don't really like it. Some parts of my chest and stomach are still trying to cling on to the anger. But I guess I appreciate what you did, and why. Maybe I was going about this all wrong. My brain and my heart also haven't been in the right place. I thought that maybe if I just dealt with the problem, that I felt I'd feel better, that I could... Well, I might have gone a bit too far in some extreme thinking. Were you always planning on doing this, or... Wait, never mind. You couldn't because of your, well... You hope she's implying memory loss and not something else. More direct! He was listening. Not anything that would get anyone hurt. Just talk to her and just really put everything out there. It'd be better. But I'm still wondering what Mina did to B when they were younger. Well, that was a good talk. Thanks for setting this up, Ricky. I'd be greatly appreciated. Wouldn't want to miss out on another gathering because of this. I think she'll warm back up to you in no time. You are a good friend. Kind of a shame she doesn't even know about all the hoops you jumped for her, but maybe you can start by putting it all out there, too. The grief, that was tense. I thought she might not be receptive to anything I'd say, and that she'd still go on with burning hatred, but guess I've got a somewhat useful silver tongue. Or that bee just needed a little push out of whatever bad headspace she was in. Either way, I'm happy that she seems to be in a better mood. More importantly, that she doesn't hate you with the same murderous ire she did for Mina. As soon as B clears things up with Mina, you figure everything will end just fine. Even though he did hide the truth from me for a bit. Better late than never, so I guess Mina was apparently never really in danger, at least not tonight. But if we didn't get this resolved today, who knows what would happen tomorrow. Really, this was the best case scenario. No dead Mina, no grudge-bearing B, everything's well. All in all, it's thanks to you two. I think we should go into the business as therapists. I think you're overestimating your abilities. In mine, too. Maybe a life coach would be better. You could sell it for being a life coach. Did nothing come back to you? Are your memories still hazy? You don't even have to think to answer that. There hasn't been a single flashbulb memory in your entire time here. A time loop really does terrible things to a mind. But maybe that's for the best. If it all came back to you suddenly, you could be overloaded with information after all. It's really that bad? Now I feel terrible. Maybe you just feels pity for your situation. Well, if we're gonna be honest with one another, this is probably all my fault. I think I'm the reason why you're suffering with memory issues. You don't remember anything since you woke up in the bathroom, right? So you don't recall how you arrived at the party or the stuff you've been doing since you got here? And that means... Do you have any idea how much that freaked me out to start? So something did happen. I guess I owe it to you to explain what? I have been suspicious of B for a while. She was good at putting up her usual friendly front and acting like she and Mina were best friends. But I just had this nagging feeling that she was up to something. And she starts talking about this friend she wants to invite to the party, someone we never met or seen. Mina usually never lets new people into one of her homes without thoroughly vetting them first, but B practically begged her to let you come. She was planning something, I didn't know what, but earlier in the night, when you came along with B, I wanted to get a read on you. I found you alone snooping around in Milo's room. You got so spooked when I showed up behind you, just made you even more suspicious, so I took the chance to talk with you in private. I kept pressing you for info. I was sure you were up to no good, but you wouldn't budge, just claiming innocence, claiming nothing bad would happen. At the time, I was so convinced that you were going to do something terrible. I was already frustrated, angry, paranoid, and I tried to grab you and pull you back, but it caused you to trip into Milo's closet. You hit your head on the door, and if that wasn't already bad enough, one of Milo's inventions kind of ouch, and that might have broken the device, so it also gave you a bit of an electric shock. That would explain a lot, actually. You just collapsed on the spot like a sack of potatoes. I sort of panicked. I mean, I made sure that you weren't dead, but you were out cold. Couldn't let anyone know that I just assaulted someone. I was hoping that she'd think something else happened, like maybe you tripped and fell on your own and hit your head on the sink. That was stupid. Especially not to the point where you forget everything. When you came back out earlier, I wasn't sure what you were gonna do. I tried to like everything was fine, didn't seem remotely mad. If anything, kind of just avoided me. But the whole time I had no idea what your ideal was. If you were going through with your plan anyway. Oh, he must mean when you were complaining about your head feeling fuzzy. Maybe you did kind of sound threatening, but you were just copying Ricky's manner of speech to throw him off. Might have worked a little too well. I kind of screwed up your night too. You don't have to forgive me for that, but I had to get it off my chest. Your memory loss was due to a random thing falling on your head? That sounds like something more likely to happen when hanging out with Nanu. Even though it at least explains the bump you have on your noggin and why you woke up in a bathroom. Wait a second. You always thought your memory loss was connected to the time loop, but in reality they were two separate issues? Your loop just happens to start... What? But that also doesn't explain why you have a smartphone. This will certainly be vital information to have for the next loop. Provided that your memories aren't reset each time. Is this why you have no idea how many loops there have been? Why no memories from previous loops seem to have carried over? This was kind of defeat the purpose of a time loop altogether. Unless, on the other hand, the loop is already resolved. You've probably saved this timeline from something. Your poor brain's already been through enough. Hello? Otherwise, you're only gonna make me feel awkward. Alright, Ricky. Put hole over him. And water on the bridge. Almost freaks me out more if you're this nonchalant about it. Everyone makes mistakes. Well, I guess. Thanks, I do feel bad for what I did though, but it's nice to know that you can forgive me. I promise to make it up to you. Well, let's go and join the others. There might be a chance for us to hop into the next game and all. That'll help set my mind at ease from this crazy night. You expected as much since figuring out you're a time traveler. Still, things sure work in weird ways. Wouldn't have guessed that confessing to a murder plan that wasn't actually going to happen would make things better. I guess everything worked out in the end. This guy thinks he's so funny. I'll be sure to come up with a crazy backstory. But I had 24 different personalities in my brain. That seems too specific to not be a reference to something. I feel like it is a reference to something, I'm just not sure what. Maybe it depends. That game is so far away. Oh, is this another game from Kigyo? I wouldn't know. He'll be in for a long chat if you do that. He's a special kind of person to do what you did. Thanks for making the night special in more ways than one. The question is how? Give the too slow treatment. Up top. Down low. Too slow. Here, I thought we were having a moment. We're having a moment where you're too slow. Try to catch up, bro. Whether you'll get some form of confirmation, you're confident that you and Ricky can figure it all out. You're in no rush to leave after all. Did we unlock something new? Guess we don't. Let's load from this point then. You would like to stay silent. I'm going to enjoy the party. I think you should too. Stuck in the past. Is that another clue? Just how much does this guy know? Let me just quickly check if there's a guide section. There are no guides, huh? Guess it'll all just be figured out by the end. Decide to verify some things for yourself. You look around the open living space and spot a few familiar faces. Nanu, Vervain, and Milo are all occupied doing something else, but you could easily ask them for a few details. Time to do some soul investigating. Branching options, huh? Even as you approach, he keeps dancing. This is the first time all night you've seen such genuine joy on his face. Make it quick, I like this part of the song. So you simply ask if Vervain knows anything about Mina and B's past and if they had a falling out. I have no idea. B and Mina are best of friends. If Mina didn't like B, she wouldn't have invited her. If B didn't like Mina, she wouldn't have come over. Evidently, did anything bad happen to them? Bad how? Bad things happen to people all the time. Like a fight or something that would strain their relationship? Maybe even something personal happened in their lives. I don't like snooping around in people's lives. If people want me to know about something, they'll tell me. I'm happy with it that way. It was worth a shot. Actually, wait, there is one other thing. B passed one of Mina's tests. Not like an academic one. Maybe it'd be better to call it a trial. Anytime she started getting close to new people, she started asking them to do weird things for her. One time she asked a guy to steal a bunch of abandoned care packages from a mail room. She challenged a girl to avow silence for a week. Do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10-kilometer runs. Wow. Those ones were like hazing rituals. Yeah. Not good at understanding her thoughts. Could be a way to filter out real friends, though it's an even better way to have no friends at all. You never would have guessed that. You're not sure if this will be useful, but never hurts to have info like that. Anyway. Let's check with Milo. As you approach, he jumps up a little and turns to you with a startled expression. Don't sneak up on me like that. Does he mean his general shirtlessness situation, or is everyone else that weird? I don't understand what people like about them. I love Halloween because it's parties and sweets and all, and bats are really cute, but this is just the one thing I'm not good with. I'm no coward, just have a healthy sense of self-preservation. Didn't mock him at all, I basically just dissed himself. So what do you need? Ever heard of an incident involving B and Mina? Oh, sneaky. Look at that. Look at you, trying to get some juicy gossip. Guess that's... Some things don't change from college. There'll always be some people trying to dig up dirt on others. But you're cute, so I'll give you a fun little tidbit. Now, you didn't hear from me, but there was a little bit of an incident some time ago. Got B and Mina in a bit of hot water. There was a bit of drama, and our family's lawyer had to get involved to make B happy again. But who doesn't get into trouble in college? Every self-respecting student needs to do a few stupid things and let them reminisce later in life. Oh no, you did not. Laws are silly and stupid, and alcohol makes you do some silly and stupid things. Or if you redirect that conversation back to Mina and B, those two. Actually, no, I shouldn't be telling you about this, even if I didn't have to sign an NDA. It's about family honor and all that, you know? What I told you is already spicy enough. But this was between B and Mina, right? Or did your whole conglomerate go up against a singular girl over some personal dispute? Oh, no, that makes it sound way worse than it was. That's not at all what happened. Okay, fine, here's the deal. So, back in college, Mina and B were taking classes, studying, all that. B was struggling in some aspects of her studies. Well, struggling isn't exactly fair to her. She was just stressed and burnt out because she was juggling her own studies along with everyone else's. What do you mean by that? If she sees someone having a hard time, she'll offer to help. I'll admit there were a few times when she helped me study for some exams. She was everyone's educational angel, a genius at explaining things in a concise, understandable way, like the yin to my yang. We're talking about B right now. Right, y'all, just getting there. So Mina had a brilliant idea to give B a hand in improving her own grades too. As least she could do for someone who was pretty much sacrificing her soul just to help the rest of us. So Mina did this and that, and then B did a few things, I think. Someone tells you no by sharing details with them, probably for good reason. Their plan worked. The problem was just that they got caught. B took most of the heat though, I think because she was the actual person who kind of got caught doing whatever it was. We settled out of court for some damages and stuff. Still makes for a smashing story though. I'm surprised that B apparently never told you. Then again, it might have been a bit embarrassing for her. My bad. More importantly, it's possible that Milo is also painting this out to be more harmless than it was because Mina's his sister. Family watches out for family. That, or he really is just painfully oblivious. Either way, this was good information, both interesting and concerning. Going so soon? You're just leaving me alone with these scary movies? You don't have to stay around them, you know. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I guess I just felt trapped because of their malicious aura. Now I check with Nanu. Be right back. I'm gonna edit this little part out. Back. Find Nanu in front of the TV. Video games? There's a number of game consoles, along with different cartridges and discs. Oh hey, you're a bit of a nerd too, right? Come take a look. She might make us play one of these party games later. Oh yeah, that is true. I'm very good at video games, but I still like playing them. Because even if I catastrophically mess up, nobody could ever get hurt. Those fitness controllers. They don't have that at that time. That's the Wii. That came out in like 2006. I think. No, if anything, it's the opposite. They've always been the best of friends. They've known each other since they were little. 7 or 8. I only kind of became part of the group when I met Milo while I was in middle school. Anyway, they were more or less the same back when Mina was snarky, rude, and haughty. Don't tell her I said that, by the way. There were a lot of times she'd help me with classwork I didn't understand. It made me wonder if we were really just friends. Not even my boyfriend at the time was to do something so selfless for me. Unlike me and... Oh, so nothing bad happened between them? I mean, if there was anything to tell, V would have already told you, right? I don't think their relationship is as good as it used to be. She has this thing where she picks out a favorite. You could clearly tell it's B at the moment. I got the feeling that she's been kind of distant from Mina for a while now. Not sure if they had a fight or if there's something else going on. Never would have dared to bring it up to them. I think B's too nice to try and gossip about others, even if they did something wrong to her. She and Ricky are pretty similar in that sense, such people pleasers. Sorry, I've been saying way too much. I like them a lot, really. Is there anything else you want to know? Actually, how do you feel about the others? They're not overwhelming you, are they? You're one of the good ones, Nanu. They all seem to have something going on. Meanwhile, you're just nice to be around, even despite the occasional little scare. It's clear to keep an eye on everyone else, too. That makes you a great friend. Thanks. It's nice to have someone notice and appreciate that every once in a while. Though clearly not all of your conversation partners were equally useful, you have a bit of a better grasp. They got into trouble over some incident in college. Despite all that, Mina still seems to enjoy B's company. B, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have the same outlook. Right, feigning, surprise. Hey, was that ever an issue? Countdown has started. Still a lot to consider. Head to Mina's room. Try Mina up. Do you really have what it takes? Naturally, not quite there yet, but at least physically you can start making the necessary preparations. It'll be difficult either way. Save again. Still, it's what's necessary to escape this time loop, this vicious cycle. Slowing your breath, empty your mind. Then the lights go out. You hear a muffled sound. No doubt some kind of panic broke out. According to B, Mina should be arriving here soon. Damn, nearly bumped into someone back there. It's her. Sheesh, what's with B change up our plans at the last minute? Now I'm gonna get all this gunk on my carpet. I guess it'll smell nice, but what a pain. Ugh. Well, I suppose it's fine. Maybe a bigger shock if they find me in my own room after all. Is she onto you? Unless, could it be? Is she aware of the loop too? Ugh, no, it's too complicated. If you keep thinking of it like that, you'll stop taking anything seriously. Let me save. I feel like something's gonna change up. Well, he's going to quietly push a closet door open. Take a cautious step, then another, then another. Oh, crud. Hide them as best as you can. Try to drown the multiple screams, the unsettling nature of it all. Almost as quickly as it started, the deed is done. She realizes eventually. She simply quiet stares at you in quiet terror. Uh-oh. Hard to look at. Intense pang of guilt hits you. Oh no. There's nothing you can do. Then you hear the door creak open again. Cloaked silhouette. You take a step back, unsure as what the hell's going on. What? Wait, what? Girl, I told you, no need to fear, it's just me. Wait, what? Wow, you tied her up really good. Great, that'll make this extremely easy then. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna make another save. Well, let's not drag this out any longer. I've already waited for this save for way too long. You know, it's kind of pointless to struggle. Might as well just set this with some grace. It'll make it easier for both of us. Oof, oof. If you're somehow confused about why this is happening, you only have yourself to blame. Oh no. Do you have any idea how much chaos you threw into my life when you threw me under the bus? All my dreams and hopes and painfully hard work burned and discarded like ash in the wind. And you thought just giving me a bunch of money will be enough to make things right? Not once did you ever apologize. Not once did you ever own up to your end of the mistake. I was the one left holding the bag. I was the one that got kicked out. And what do? Wait, she got expelled from college? You just treat everything like it's normal. You start acting so sweet and nice to me, smother me with your affection because you got away with it. Were you even aware of how suffocating it was to have you hovering over me like my best friend? I just had to grin and bear it? I couldn't tell you off? And wow. Wow. You took advantage of my kindness once, and it wasn't enough. So I'm gonna make sure you can't take advantage of anyone ever again. Can't ruin anyone else's life ever again. Yeah, I wish you didn't have to come to this either. If there's one thing I wanted you to take to the afterlife, it's that this is all on you. Uh-oh. Is this the only way? Oh, decision time. Mina lives and it's just gonna go on forever, isn't it? She has to die. Or is there another solution? Time is slow, but keeps on ticking. I am going to save here as this is the perfect, this is the perfect, cliffhanger to end on. So, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, all that good stuff. I will see you for the next recording.